What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's video. My win for this week is that I was able to go and have a vacation with my wife this weekend and not have to worry about this ministry at all. I missed all of you, but I'm so thankful that I have such a great team that this ministry functions without me, that I don't have to be here for this ministry to drive forward with what God has called it to do. You guys are awesome, and I'm so blessed to have all of you as a part of this ministry, pushing it forward alongside me. So this week we are going to continue talking about creating a lead small culture. It's part 2, and this week we're going to be focusing on the catalyst of faith. Now, there are things that we sometimes think grow people's faith, but by themselves, they can sometimes actually do more harm than good, like teaching doctrine or persuading people to have higher standards or doing events. Now, none of these things are inherently wrong. None of them are bad, but on their own, they won't grow anyone's faith. In everyone's story of faith, there are people who have shown up and become a catalyst for spiritual growth in their lives. You know, when I was in high school, this may come as a shock to a lot of you, but I was actually a loner. I didn't have a lot of friends, didn't talk to a lot of people. I just kind of kept to myself. So I had this friend, though, growing up as a kid. His name was Jacob, and we kind of got distant in the junior high age group, but in high school, you know, I'm doing my own thing, didn't really talk to anybody, like I said, didn't have many friends, and Jacob invites me to a small group. And it was through that small group and through a renewed relationship with my old friend Jacob that my faith actually started to grow. And you know, it's kind of like how God was referred to in the Old Testament as the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. My faith grew because, you know, coincidentally, his name was Jacob. I met the God of Jacob. And I'm sure this is true for each and every one of your stories. Your faith grew and was shaped by meeting the God of the people in your life, by meeting people who served God, who followed after God, and seeing their faith and being influenced by it. This is going to be true of the kids that we interact with every single weekend. They need to not just be taught doctrine, to not, you know, have us just throw events for them or just to talk to them about living with higher standards. They need to meet the God of Drew. They need to meet the God of Mike, the God of Ariana, the God of Bud, the God of Zach, the God of Dylan, the God of T-Mac, the God of Kelsey, the God of Keeley. They need to meet the God of each and every one of us. The greatest impact we're going to be able to have on these kids is in showing them the greatness of our God through our own relationship and our own experiences with Him. That's all I've got for you guys this week. I love you all. Thank you again so much for holding everything down and doing an awesome job this weekend in my absence. You guys are awesome. I'll see you this weekend.